Hello everybody and welcome to the official ratings for the Formula E. This is the mid-season. We've had quite some shocking results that have really impacted how we've rated the drivers. So I'm really looking forward to seeing who's out of position because you will be surprised, won't they, Corey?
Yes. Now, we did a ratings video how long ago? 5 rounds ago?
Yeah, we finished in Madrid and we thought we wanted to do another one, but it was a bit of a weird side of the calendar. So we've popped it just after Sanya coming into the final stages because I think actually the championship's really going to ramp up.
Yes, indeed. And I'm intrigued to see these ratings and who's gone up and who's gone down since round 6. So, shall we get into it?
We certainly will.
Awesome. Right, so in last place at the moment, Norman Nato. Yes, he is at a 5.5 rating. Not good, is it, Kyle?
No, and I'm really upset about that because actually I think he's just been really unfortunate in a lot of the races. He's not performed in qualifying and he's not performed as well in the races, but take Sanya, for example, like taken out, you know, and he had a really good result there. And I think if he'd have just scored some points, he wouldn't really be sat currently at a 5.5.
No, I think his dual entry, should I say, his qualifying has let him down as well. He has only made the duels 4 times. So starting lower down in the order has not helped him, has it?
No, and I want to see him in Gen 4, so hopefully this sort of will come to an end for Norman Nato.
Yes. Anyway, who's next?
19th is DS Penske's Maximilian Gunther. I know, Corey is a Maximilian Gunther fan. I think everyone loves a bit of Maximilian Gunther. But currently season rating at 5.8. He's gone up 0.2, which is good. I think he's had a terrible season, very similar to Norman Nato, only made 4 of the duels.
Yeah.
But it's not what we expect. We wanted to see him on the podium at least this year.
Yeah, he's not been at the races at all, not qualifying too well and not really cycling through the order. I mean, he had a good race in Sanya last time out, finishing P6. But yeah, it's just not been his season at all, has it?
It might be signs to come though with the Chinese stint. Maybe we've done this video 1 race too early and they're going to have like 5 races on the trot now where they get into the points.
Yeah, I think just DS Penske have struggled, haven't they?
Who's 18th, Corey?
So 18th, regrettably, is Dan Ticktum. And he has really had a rotten season for his standards, hasn't he, Kyle? I mean, he's only at a 5.9 rating. He has decreased from 6.5 to 5.9, he's gone down 0.6.
Yeah. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because I think he's quick. He had the 2 pole positions in Monaco. That's hard to do in Monaco. He's been in the duels now 6 times. And I've spoke to other members in the community and they said he's quick and he should be performing. But I think whether his hot head has affected his score or whether we've missed a trick with Dan Ticktum.
I think the Monaco penalty has undone his season a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Because he was finishing quite high up and then obviously he got slapped with that drive through.
It just wasn't a great weekend for Dan Ticktum. I'll tell you who had a good weekend though in Monaco and he is rated 6.0 and that is Nick De Vries. And he's had a really good stint, and to prove this, he's had a 7.5 rating in the races between the last video and this one. So, and previously he was a 4.4, and now he's a 6. That's what we like. That's a world champion coming back into it.
Yeah, he's come of age, I think, for these last 5 rounds. Obviously a 4.4, and he didn't even start in Jeddah, all the way back in Jeddah.
So technically he's only had 20 ratings and the others have had 22. 1 win, 2 podiums, no pole positions, but 5 duels. He's starting to throw hands, and I think he could pull it back for Mahindra, and I'm really excited to see what Nick De Vries can do coming to the end of it, because they've got a decent package.
Yeah. Next on our list is Taylor Barnard. And again, I think it's similar to Gunther, a bit of a nothing season for Taylor. He's currently at a 6.1 in our ratings. He's made duels 6 times, but no wins, no podiums, no poles. Obviously, he had that one taken away all the way back in Mexico. But yeah, only 6.1 for Taylor. Not his season.
Seeing Taylor, that's it. It's not his season because seeing Taylor Barnard last year, he was really good and he was really confident. And I think that DS Penske just hasn't gelled with him. So whether nothing's confirmed yet, but whether he stays with them or, he can learn to love that DS Penske, the Stellantis powertrain, it's one I think that will change it. And he's looked good, but the results aren't showing for it really.
No.
Next on our list is Nick Cassidy with a 6.2 rating. Now, Nick was consistent Cassidy for us.
Yes.
But he's gone down. He's now a 6. He's a 6.2. He was a 6.7. And over the last couple of rounds, we've rated him roughly around a 5.6, which is not what you expect from someone who has won a race in season 12.
Yeah, I think that one Berlin race where he got pushed down the order, and then obviously last race in Sanya, he was lapped.
Yeah,
and he had all that. He had a disaster, didn't he?
I think Monaco as well. I think he have an incident with Jake Dennis.
Possibly. Yeah. So it's just not been Cassidy's the last 5 races. Cassidy's been nowhere.
No.
So that's why he's gone down to a 6.2.
I think it's a shock that he's had 3 podiums, 1 win. And he's this low down in the order. We were saying this about Oliver Ronan last time, and we'll find out where he is. But it's an interesting one.
Yeah. And next is his teammate, Jean-Eric Verne. Now, he's kind of just been hovering around. I think he's had a few 8th place finishes and not really got too many points. But Verne ranks higher than his teammate. Can you believe it? So yeah, he's at a 6.4. He's gone down a little bit since last time. We had him at a 6.7. Only 5 dual appearances, but no poles, podiums or wins.
Yeah, I think it's really season 12's not been Jev's year, and I feel so gutted for him because I really thought Sanya was an opportunity to pull him back on the podium. He's won there before. I know it was a completely different era, but it was just like, come on, like give us a fairy tale for Jean-Eric Verne. But I'm afraid we didn't get a fairy tale. But someone who did have a bit of a fairy tale season now. Zane Maloney?
Yes, he has got 2 points, which is 2 more than last year.
Yeah, rated at a 6.7. He's gone up 0.6, which in a Lola, that's a magnificent job. I really have rated him this season. I think I've loved him at the front. Every time he's tried something different, try and beat the system. And it's not given him a handful of points, but it showed that he's trying to outsmart the computers, the DaCostas, everything. It's for me, Zane Maloney has really come a long way, and I really hope come Gen 4, like you said, his dominance will bore fans.
I just think it's been like he's trying the alternate strategy every single time, isn't he? Like in Berlin, he led the race. In Sanya, he was fighting at the front for a bit. But yeah, it's just not. I think that Lola's just struggling a bit.
It's nice to see, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good to see him near the front at least. But yeah, he's doing all right.
He is, yeah.
Anyway, so we have next on our list is one of your favourite drivers and probably one of mine, Joel Eriksson. He is currently now at a 6.9 rating. I think he's just been fairly consistently sort of lower end of the points, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's loved a good 9th position. I think that's where he aims. That must be the goal they've set him at Envision. They're like, look, we're not going to get them lot, just get 9th. And they have scored some points in Vision. They are dropping down the table now. Their fight with Andretti's kind of gone a little bit since the last race. But we scored him 6.8 last time. He's scored 7 over the last, and he's gone up a point. So, Joel, just keep doing what you're doing, because to be honest, me and you both said he's going to be rubbish, and he wasn't rubbish. So, I'm quite impressed with Joel Eriksson.
I think similarly to the other driver I mentioned earlier about Jules, how he's not was it Gunther? He's not in the Jules much, and I think his rating's a bit higher because he's starting far down, but then, like you said, finishing in 9th or whatever. So he's getting points out of a non-point scoring position. So, yeah, but that's been the tale of Joel Eriksson, I think.
I think Sanya, we didn't see that green car much at all.
No, we didn't. I can't even remember seeing him.
Someone I believe who's had actually a really good second part to the season, though, is Oliver Rowland. He's now scored 6.9. Previously, he was 6.3. And he's had a really good middle sector of the season. We scored him 7.6. If you round that, that's almost an 8. He's had 1 win, Monaco, brilliant. He's obviously had 6 podiums. He's got into the Jules Fair a bit. No pole positions, so his 1 lap pace isn't fantastic. But the beast from Barnsley is finally getting back into the places where he should be as a world champion. Yeah,
you said in one of the prediction videos, is it time for Rowland to step his feet back into this title challenge? And I mean, well, you'd have said that before Sanya, and then he had that accident in Sanya. But I still don't doubt that he's not involved in this championship situation.
It's wide open, isn't it?
So anyway, next we have the other Lola Yamaha driver in Lucas de Grassi. He has picked up some points in the last few races in a very slow car. How good is that?
To be honest, I'm so happy to see a world champion above Oliver Rowland, who's not no wins, no podiums, no poles, no duels, just pure vibes, pure vibes and a retirement. You know?
Ever since he announced his retirement, he's turned into prime Degrassi again. It's just like, where's this come from?
Yeah, I can't believe that. Obviously, he's scored 7.9 over the last 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Or the 5 rounds, which is incredible. It has boosted him up so much. And I think in our ratings, I think when we get into the 7.3s, that's kind of like the really decent ones. But to be on the cusp of that is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Who else is fantastic is Nico Muller with a 7.3. There's my rating, I was saying. Once you get into 7.3s, you're in pretty decent. Yeah. He's been really consistent. We can see that from our stats here. We've rated him 7.2 over the last 5 rounds. Previously, he was a 7.4. He loves to sit in that range. And I'm so proud of Nico Muller.
He's the ultimate rear gunner, isn't he, for Pascal? And I think he's stepped up and he's outscored, like I said this in another video, he's outscored his previous best season total. And we've only just got over halfway.
1 win, 2 podiums, 1 pole, and 5 duels.
Yeah.
And I think he's been a fantastic teammate in most parts for Pascal Wehrlein. And at the moment he's still in contention, I think, for the World Championship. It's going to be quite tight, but I think he will step down and accept his fate and make sure that the Germinator, as we call him, Pascal Wehrlein, will have the best opportunity to try and get a second world title. So, it's really exciting to see what Muller has done.
Anyway, why are they so quick, Kyle? Because next is Sebastian Buemi. You love to put him in your pole position in your prediction videos.
Yeah.
He's now at a 7.4. He's gone down a bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just, to be honest, I don't think he's been at the races as much as he has. We saw Buemi quite a lot at the beginning of the season, but I think the last couple of races, I don't know if it's Envision, because Joel's been pretty much the same. We haven't seen just the feistiness of Envision, so they've kind of gone off the radar a bit. And whether we see a return of them at the end of the season, but I think he's been doing some decent results, but nothing that's really been, what we were screaming about at the very beginning. Yeah, so it's a real shame, but it's nice to see Buemi still in the top positions.
Speaking of top positions, how about top from last race in Sanya? Jake Dennis, 7.4 rating we've got him as. Were you a bit disappointed with Andretti to begin with? I know they won the first race, but then they had that bit of lull where they didn't really, pressurise any of the other drivers, but Dennis is back on top at the moment. What do you think? Is it a fair rating, 7.4?
I don't think the car's there this season. I think that the Andretti car is not very good, and I think they know that. But the 2 wins that Jake has had have been putting yourself in the right place at the right time. In Sanya and Brazil, he was just perfectly placed. Obviously, he's had 2 wins. He's had 2 podiums now. I guess that's from the wins. He's had a pole position, which was absolutely brilliant. He was almost going for the perfect weekend in Sanya. And he has got into the duels. But I think for the first champion of the Gen 3 era, it's been a shame to see him not capitalise more, especially when he was pretty good in Gen 2. Then he came into Gen 3, just showed what he's got. But this season, he's just got a bit lost in the Wehrleins and the Da Costas of the world. So I don't know whether it was my turn to say that one. I don't know.
We've gone a bit rogue. But do you
I'll switch over now. So I have been mentioning him quite a lot, Pascal Wehrlein, and we expect him to be in the top. But he has had a proper stinker of a mid-season, because 7.4 is now what he's currently rated at. He was 8.6.
Wow.
I know. And he's had horrible Berlin, really. He had a horrible Monaco, and then a really bad Sanya. He's not had really any good race results. We rated him 6, and that's being kind, I think, for who he is. So it's amazing to see him drop so far, but 7.4, I'd still take that. I think he's gonna get that up by the end of the season. But 1 win, 4 podiums, 2 poles, and 7 duels. That's a big number to have on your record, and it's a good one to have on your record.
He's going to need to up that score if he wants to win the title as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of someone that's up their score, holy moly, Felipe Drugovich. He went from a 6.3 to an 8.8, well, an 8.8 in the last 5 races.
Yeah, which has combined that into a 7.4. Yeah. But to be ahead of Verline, now they've probably just been alphabetically done here, so he's probably on level points here with Verline. But to be compared to a Pascal Verline, who has got so many things on his record, and all we've got here is one podium because it was snatched away by Verline.
Yeah. But yeah, the contact with Verline and Sanya demoted him to P5 in the race. I don't know if it affected his rating too much.
No, because I viewed it as how he was on the... And obviously, that happens, but I think we watched it back and we watched the Da Costa on board and we think that he only got the penalty because Da Costa got through. Yeah. So... are we Drugovich fans?
I feel like I'm becoming a Drugovich fan. I can't lie. Because I missed the qualifying in Sanya, and I watched the highlights, and I saw Andretti 1-2, and I was buzzing. I was like, why didn't I predict Drugovich P2 again? I was like, what's going on? But yeah, obviously demoted to P5 in the race, but we don't care.
It's crazy. But well done, Drugovich. You've done extremely well. Look who's landed on my desk. Antonio Felix da Costa has got a season rating of 7.5. Previously, he was a lot higher. Obviously, he was quite dominant at the beginning of the season. He obviously had those 2 back-to-back wins. And he's just been a bit unfortunate. Obviously, he got took out by Mortara. Brilliant recovery drive. He's had a couple of penalties here and there. He's had the wrath of Dan Ticktum. Whether that is Da Costa or Dan's fault, that accident is always going to go down as a whose side were you on. I think, to be honest, racing incident, it's Monaco. 100%. But I think Da Costa's had, an annoying season. Obviously, the first 2 rounds didn't really score. Then he had a really dominant section where he could have been leading, and then it's come to these rounds and he's just not had good luck.
Yeah, so. I don't really know what to say about him because he does well, but then he just doesn't as well. It's so weird because you can see that he's a top quality driver.
I think he's a good teammate to Mitch, but not on the track. I think he's gonna help him at the end. But I think think back to Madrid. I know that's before this video, but they were throwing hands, and I think it was one of those where you think, oh God, it's going to come to blows, but it didn't. So, but it's nice to see Da Costa again is consistently up there.
Anyway, yes. Now we're going to talk about someone that's impressed us, especially these last 5 races. Pepe Marti. Wow. A podium in Monaco. Was it? You did get a podium in Monaco, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because I remember the comment.
I don't think... Did he not get it, though? I think he got it... I think he got promoted,
Yeah, because I heard the commentators say, it's his first podium in Sanya.
Yeah, and I think it was an error, that. But obviously...
So it made me think about it. But Marti, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 8.3 since round 5. So we've got... round 6. We've got him now at a 7.5.
Yeah.
Which justifiable?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think he's just let go of the sort of, I don't need to think that I'm trying to beat Dan Ticktum. I think he's just running his own race, and I think he's confident. He's got an old Porsche powertrain, but he's doing fantastic with it. And obviously, he had a tremendous start, didn't he? Somersaulting over the top of Da Costa to being on the podium nearly 2 rounds in a row is fantastic.
And look at Sanya as well. After the red flag, he was last. He was last on the grid
with no rear wing.
No rear wing. He's got gaffer tape all over his car, or duct tape, and he brought it home.
Yeah, and that's fantastic, and that's what we want. And he's keeping Kiro in the midfield, so you couldn't be more thankful for that.
No.
Someone who is, I don't even know where we are in the championship, but we're near the very top, and this person's been near the very top at the very.
I think we're at P2.
Yeah, we probably are.
Left.
Yeah, but he's not P2 in the championship, but he does have a season result of 7.6 currently. His previous rating was 7.9, Edo Mortara. It's just the look. And do you know what's funny? I don't know if you realise this, but Sanya, his kill switch was pulled, and that's why he retired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So...
why did he pull it?
Well, he didn't pull it, but it was fluke. And even Mahindra were tweeting to Nico Hulkenberg saying, we feel for you because this happened to us. And it's such a bizarre thing to happen in motorsport. So, but, Mortara has a very decent portfolio. 7 duels, 3 pole positions, 2 podiums, but no wins. And that is probably what's keeping him from the top spot.
Yeah.
Now, there's only one driver left. Who's got that top spot?
It's
Corey?
the championship leader.
Yeah.
Mitch Evans, 8.2 rating, and he is well clear. He's 0.6 ahead of Mortara in our season ratings. I mean, obviously, Kyle's a Jaguar TCS racing fan, so he might be a little bit generous with the Jaguar ratings. However, he is the championship leader, so we can't argue it.
Well, I'm okay to support a driver, but we do try and keep these quite level.
Yeah.
I think we're quite neutral. It's why two of us do it, because it would be Jaguar at the top, I'm afraid, if it was that case. But it's good to see Mitch Evans. I really hope, and this could go on to the end of the season. He's got 2 wins, 5 podiums, no pole positions. He's been in the duels 4 times. He's top of the championship, and he's leaving Jaguar TCS racing.
I know. He's leaving, and he could take the championship and the number 1. You know, he could take the number 1 with him.
Yeah, he's going to take it. Yeah. Well, obviously, it's not been fully confirmed, but Opel Racing is probably where he's going to end up. That seems to where the chat is going. But yeah,
well, maybe he's going to this hypothetical Ferrari team that did a video on as well.
That would be fantastic to have. But yeah, that's it. The ratings. As you can tell, me and Corey have probably been doing this through the video. It is absolutely roasting, and we didn't want to complain about it because we really wanted to bring this content across.
Yeah,
we have felt like we needed a hydration break. The World Cup's on. We're trying to get the memes out of that. But we've really enjoyed doing this one. And I think to take away, there are some shock results. Some of the rookies, they're in the top half. It's fantastic to see for Formula E. Obviously, going into Gen 4, we're going to have a completely different playing field next season. So I think we're really going to get to enjoy what's left of Season 12.
Yeah.
And I think that is seeing who's going to come out on top. It's still the top 6. That's what Sam Bird believes. I believe that too.
Yep.
I think it's hard for Dennis. It's hard for Da Costa. But it's Formula E.
Yeah.
If it wants to roll a 6, it will.
Yeah.
So
who's going to win it? And also, let us know if you agree with our list. We'd love to hear your lists if you've got one.
Yeah, definitely.
Let us know if you agree or disagree on some of the things we've said as well. But
I will put the alternative lists on the screen actually, so you can see them. So this is our season's results one. So this is the current rating, but there's some real shockers in the ranged rating, which is between, well, it would have been from the end of Madrid to the end of Sanya.
Yeah.
That one was the big shock, and we didn't know which order to put this video in.
Yeah.
Because it would be so controversial to do the rated ones because of the likes of Degrassi, Maloney. We've seen them as absolutely putting the best they can on, so no wonder they've shot up to the top. But Verline, I think, was 16th in the ranged ratings because he only scored like a 6.0. So. I've really enjoyed this one, even in the heat, and we shouldn't complain because Sanya was probably hot. So I'm not crying, I'm just hot.
I feel like I've done 30 odd laps of Sanya.
Oh, I don't know. I think the drivers will give you a run for the money.
Well,
on that one.
I mean,
so, but with that, we'll do this again at the very end of the season. There'll probably be a gap because we're going to do a ton of content around London.
We'll do it on the drive back from London.
Use the screen in my car as the auto cue. But yeah, it's definitely a fun one. If you're new around here, of course, give us a like and subscribe. Let us know your list. You don't have to do the ratings, just put them in the order you believe they're in. It's actually really fun to do to reflect on the season, so that's why we did it. And I'm so glad we have. It's been amazing. Yep. So obviously season 12's calendar, season 13's calendar is just launched. That's really exciting to see where we're going in Gen 4. Are you excited for Gen 4?
I am.
Yeah.
I am, yeah. I don't really know why, because I don't read too much into it. No. I just like watching the weekends as they come. But yeah, I am. I must admit, I am.
22 drivers, could be 24.
Oh, I mean, wow. Prediction video is going to be few and far between. We might need to restructure the points scoring system.
I'll give you a thing that you didn't see, because Corey did send me the post earlier. There's now more points in qualifying.
Oh.
Yeah, so, but if you want to check that out, the video has released already. We talk about everything about the season 13 calendar, Gen 4. It goes through all the tracks, the new rules, and just the new part of the season. But with that said, thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the end. We love this video. It's probably one of the longer ones if you don't count the prediction show, but it has definitely been a great one.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing where the drivers end up, because that's it. The season results are going to be in, and that's going to be cool to just look back at. So with that said, my name is Carl, this is Corey, and this is the current lap.
Here's the outro. You're reading out.
Yes, I am. Just say next on the
Can I wipe sweat?
Yeah. Were you in frame as well? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in frame.
So, just say next on the list again.
So next on the list.
Yeah, that's Nick Cassidy with his